on Map B. Very well centered here in the Muhamet Malo ranking series event. They get ready. It's Araujo in the blue and Babazade in the red. Araujo, the 2023 world champion at 61 kilos, and followed that up with a bronze medal in this very arena a year later at the Worlds that year too. And he's under pressure from Babazade. Babazade, 24 years of age, a couple of years younger than Araujo, and he's not wasting any time in getting to know the American.
And that's what you need to do against a guy like Vito. You have the understanding he was off all of last year, fighting an injury, coming up from 61 to 65. So you have to, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Let's take a quick look. See, they could potentially go 4 there. And 4 was asked. Are they going to confirm the 4? They're going to come together. I think that could potentially be a 4. That's close. But while they have this, back to my thought, what I was saying is you have the understanding that it's going to take Vito. You're not going to see the World Championship Vito that we saw from a few years ago. You talk about the rust from being off. In connection with that, you also have him moving up to 65 kilos. So the thing is, it's going to be slower. He's going to be slower. The wrestlers are going to be stronger. The techniques are going to be different. So it's going to we're going to need to give him some time to adjust, a few competitions before we really start to see the Vito. And it looks like they have 4 blue on the board. It's going to be interesting, Jack.
It's on there now, isn't it? The 4-pointer for Araujo.
And there you see Rio Olympic bronze medalist 2016, Jibril Hassanov in the corner for Azerbaijan. And this was a shot attempt. So running through the sequence, it would be Babazade who went chest wrap, but it's hard to give my thoughts up to this point. We'll wait for the official conclusion from the referees as they give it to us.
Here we have it. You called it, Eric, in the moment, and it sticks. So challenge loss for Babazade, another point down, 5-1 to the American Araujo.
What they said was red, yes, was the attacking wrestler, but blue stopped the attack, made red change directions, therefore they gave the 2 blue. But again, it's going to be Araujo with the counter offensive too.
Really committed to that attack and stuck it, landing it all the way through. Araujo in some degree of trouble at the moment. Gut wrenches on. Doesn't quite trap the arm, but he's going to get 2 for the turn. So Babazade racking up a couple of combination scores to throw himself back in the mix here. 7-5.
What a comeback. You fall behind 7-1 against a world champion. Most guys would panic. This shows the complete wrestler that Babazade is. We saw him originally come out, pick up the 1, so he's not afraid. And then you give up points, right? What I like about this is, and I often attribute a guy like in the corner, you look down to your lower right there, you see Yanni Diakmahalis, the world medalist from the United States, is a guy who will give up points to get points, and Babazade is the same way. But Vito Araujo now gets to a swing single head inside, and pay attention to the left foot here. As long as that stays on that left hip, and you continue to work to your far side, staying low on the body, reaching for the ankle, not the hip, because when you reach for that hip, that left hand comes back and goes to a whizzer position. So it was great progression right there, transitioning for Vitali ARUJAU to get that left foot on that hip, stay low on the body, and finish that shot.
So he didn't try to rush it too much. He went through the processes, ticking things off the list.
Exactly, a tactical finish, and now we're seeing him here again. He's hooking the foot with his right foot, and he's staying composed, but that was too much time in between. I'll tell you what, Jack, I kind of feel, you know, we looked at the match list and we said we would have loved to see Sujit and Joey McKenna, but this may be the match of the day going on thus far.
It's testing out the scoreboard, isn't it? Both sides, they are points accruing quickly. And again, Babazadeh, but now he's caught behind for the takedown from ARUJAU. And here he comes again. That lace is on now. The rotator cuff joints of Babazadeh being worked and tested to their full extent. He holds on. 13-7 after the first round. 20
points in the opening period. That is impressive. Definitely the highest scoring period we've seen thus far through 2 ranking series events.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it extends back to Zagreb. Absolutely right.
But you start to think. Go ahead, sorry.
Something about Tirana, Eric. It's a place where big scores accrue, and I don't know why that is, but this arena seems to showcase some of the best comebacks and high-scoring affairs.
I mean, you think about some of the matches that these walls have seen. You talk about Rizabek Aitmukan winning a U23 world title a few years ago. Then you think Snyder and, Sadulayev and David Taylor, and then Arash Yoshida versus Snyder last year. And keep in mind, we're heading back here for the Europeans.
Yeah, exactly. And when Gaziantep put down the great man, Abdul Rashid Sadulayev, only for Sadulayev to come back.
Looked like a unintentional left eye poke there. And Babazadeh will take as much time as he needs. And there's no two ways around it. You look at the problems that Azerbaijan has had since the 2024 Olympic cycle. It was been conditioning late in periods, and something that they've really focused on has been strength and conditioning over the last 6 months, looking to bring in new, differing opinions in terms of strength and conditioning because they were so close. They were winning all of these matches in the first period, but late in second periods, they tended to fall. So the Federation looked at that, constructive criticism. They had an understanding, yes, we were wrong. We made the wrong decisions in some of our strength and conditioning regiments that we had set forward, and we're going to change them. So I think this is really one of the first tournaments we're seeing. I'm curious to see how the European Championships go, because if they can get conditioned, they will be one of the most dangerous teams in all of Europe.
On the other side for Babazadeh right now, a nation known for their conditioning too. And ARUJAU, though, gets bumped on the head. 2 points conceded already, and whilst he's stunned, he might be conceding some more here. Gut wrench is on, looking to turn it to the left-hand side, and away he goes. So Babazadeh closing the gap, but ARUJAU with maybe bigger concerns after that bang to the head. He seems okay.
Yeah, Babazadeh there shot a double, and when he shot the double, he kept his head up, whereas ARUJAU, you have to go, as ARUJAU spins behind for that counter-offensive too. It's really been the story of this match. The ability to score from a counter-offensive standpoint for ARUJAU is what's really separating himself here.
ARUJAU seamlessly moving in here for 2, but Babazadeh with a counter himself.
He's working on double overs here from this head pinch position.
Closing the gap to 2 now. 90 seconds to wrestle. Winner has a place in tonight's 65-kilo gold medal contest.
And Diak Michalis is calling for the reversal.
Looks like it's Arujau's nose which has started to flow a little bit. Four-minute blood time will be starting to tick down for 2023 world champion. Not easy to staunch the flow of heavily pressurized blood after, what are we on, 4.5 minutes of wrestling in a semi-final. Wants to escape from somewhere at this point, and it's right now out of Arujau's nose, but he's back up.
That second shot is so deadly for Babazadeh. He gets Arujau the reaction. The first shot is just to get Vito reacting. And then what he's doing is, as Vito is coming up, he's not coming up quick enough with his hands up, right? You have to get through head, the hands, and there you see that the head went down first. And again, this is where Vito's making the adjustment. The head's going down first, then it's coming to the hands, then you got to get through the hips. So he's stopping it at the point of attack, which has been good. So now Babazadeh has to go, you have to put more than 2 shots together because Arujau's automatically stopping the first shot now.
That chain scoring sequence, or at least a chain attack, Eric, is what's needed.
Unbelievable match.
10 seconds of it to run still as Babazadeh seeks these final points. Still going. Body lock attempt. Arujau keeps himself off limits. He's taken down for 4. Babazadeh at the death. 17-15, the Azerbaijani has stunned Vito Arujau. Goodness me.
Unbelievable. And this is the difference that conditioning makes late in matches. If you, but also the breaks, they played a role in this match, but if you could put 6 complete minutes together, it is something, it's an additional point for you. And there you saw Babazadeh just had enough in the tank to go 4 late. Unbelievable match.
He's through to the final. Babazadeh, we will see later on tonight. Vito Arujau will have to contend himself at this higher weight class than where he's established himself in previous seasons. We'll see him in the bronze medal contest instead.